Okay, today I'm going to be talking about the Industrial Revolution. And first, I'm going to start by talking before the Industrial Revolution. People had a harsh life. One of three babies died in their first year. Half of all the people lived to only 21, and the life expectancy was about 40 years old. 40 years. So there was a harsh life. There was also problems in society. Most people lived in small villages. Villages were self-sufficient. Activities revolved around farming, and techniques unchanged for centuries. So people were living in isolation. They weren't really connected to the world. Industry was very small and very few workers. Coal mining, glass making, clothing, and iron, and schedules depended on farming. There was something called the domestic system before the industrial age, where manufacturing was done in people's homes, and the people started in wool, spread to leather, tanning, and lace making. So people were building their way making their way up this bad hierarchy, which is now called the cottage industry. Revolution in agriculture. So the Industrial Revolution started in England, and it started by something happening by the enclosure movement, where autocrats would buy land. They would take away all of the families living on this land, and they would have only one family living to control the farm. There was the soil mixture, crop rotation, stronger horses, fatter livestock, and machinery, seed drill, steel plow. This is when the Industrial Revolution started. Started in agriculture. The English economic English economic changes, and the result was more efficient farming, better quality farm products, more farm profit, and less manpower, because machines were started to be used, and I said that before that you had less people working on the farm, so there was more farm profit, etc. This is the seed drill, where it's pretty obvious from the picture. There was also some English economic changes. There was the success in farm business and the commercial revolution, like we discussed. Investors had capital, or money, and capital is very important in the Industrial Revolution. Labor was available. Now that fewer people were needed in farming, people who are unemployed, and therefore labor or manpower is available. And there was better food and healthcare. So because the food products were now better, there was better food and healthcare. People lived healthier and longer lives. England had, therefore, capital, people, and natural resources. And these are all of the things that helped in the success of the Industrial Revolution. Now, let me just say that the natural resources are very important, and these are the three most important in the success of the Industrial Revolution: iron, coal, fuel, which is fuel, and you have water for transportation. So, changes in production. It began in the textile industry. New machines like the flying shuttle that was invented by John Kay increased cloth production. A spinning jenny increased yarn production, and then the water frame spun cloth using water power, which was very useful at the time. So the flying shuttle, this is a water frame, and here's the spinning jenny. And more inventions. So there's the spinning mule, which spun high quality muslin. There's the mechanical loom, which ran on a horse, steam, or water power. The cotton gin. Now, the cotton gin is one of the greatest inventions, and when I was if you check out another video I made, you would find that I was also spoke of the Industrial Revolution, and the Eli Whitney, who in 1973 created the cotton gin, which cleaned cotton 50 times faster than a human, because it would clean the seeds from the cotton, and that meant fewer people needed to clean cotton, which gave owners, farm owners, capital. So here's the cotton plant, and the cotton plant has seeds, and the cotton gin would clean the cotton of seeds, and this is the modern cotton gin. The factory system. So domestic system converts to a factory system, and the factory system is where workers matched with machines, and factories are built near water for transportation, as I said, and machines powered by water for steam power, which was invented by James Watt, like we discussed before. If this is a average factory or mill. Industrial advances. So there's the steam engine, like I said, by James Watt, which allowed factories to be built anywhere. You had Bessemer system, which produced cheaper steel, which was a great improvement in every field where you needed to create machines or inventions using steel, buildings. And there was transportation improvement. There was paved roads. You had canals set off, building cranes. There was the railroad, steamships, and the railroad is because of the steel. The steamships are because of steel and the steam-powered engine. Transportation. There was passable roadways. Ships no longer relied on wind. Faster ships. Railroads carry more cargo way faster, and canals were inexpensive now. Scientific advances. So there was Edward Jenner in 1976 discovered vaccines, which improved health, and Louis Pasteur, like we said, discovered bacteria and explained infectious diseases, and he explained how to kill them. These are the most important things on Industrial Revolution that we should take a good time to discuss. Now remember that the three reasons why the Industrial Revolution happened is capital, people, and natural resources. This was a video on the Industrial Revolution, and thank you for watching.